Welcome friends. This is Module 3 Maximization and Linear Programming of Math 201. So we'll start with 3.4 Systems of Linear Equation. Here is solve the system of linear equation. So 302 it is a system of linear equations in two variables, also called simultaneous equations. That is two variables x and y and two unknown equations. This is equation 1, this is equation 2. How to solve this? Modify 1 and then you will get the answer x equal to 12 and y equal to minus 12. Here is a system of equations with three unknowns. So three variables x, y, z with three equations. How to solve this? The same logic with the calculator, modify 2, you get the answers. Now let us see some application problems. A garden has two fertilizers that contain different concentration of nitrogen. One is 3% and another is 11%. How many grams of each should mix to obtain 20 grams of 9% concentration? So there are two varieties of fertilizers in the garden. There are two varieties x and y in there. X is having 3% nitrogen concentration, y is having 11% nitrogen concentration. Then when we mix these 2 grams, I must get 20 grams of nitrogen, 20 grams of fertilizer. So x plus y is equal to 20. But in this x, I have 3% nitrogen. So how much nitrogen is there in this fertilizer x? 3% of x. In this y, there is 11% of nitrogen, so 11% of y. So when I separate the nitrogen from x, I must do 3% multiply x. And I want to separate nitrogen from y, it is 11% multiply y. So this is the nitrogen from x, this is the nitrogen from y. When you add, I get the nitrogen from this 20. I get nitrogen from this 20 grams of fertilizer. No? So 9% of 20. So use calculator. This is modify 1. Use calculator. This is the first equation. This is the second equation. The second equation need not be good numbers like this. 3x, 2y, 2 not like this. It can be percentage, decimal, anything like this. Anything. So just use calculator. You get this answer. Very simple. The next question is, here it is. Let us see this problem first. On a trip on a raft means a small boat in a river. It took half hour to travel 10 miles downstream. The return trip took 3 by 4 hours. Find the speed of the raft in still water and the speed of the current water. So first of all, identify the variables. What you want? We want speed of the raft. Speed of the raft, let me call x, and the speed of the current water and the speed of the water flow. Speed of the water flow. So speed of the water flow is what? This is what you have to find. These are the variables. So in the down the stream, what happens is speed of the boat plus the speed of the water, they get added up and you reach in short time. What is the speed? X is the speed of the boat, y is the speed of the water. So actual speed will be, this is calculating the speed, distance by time is the speed. So the distance is 10 miles and the speed and the time we took it is half an hour, short time. That is 20. So this is the speed of the boat plus speed of the water will give you 10 over half, which is 20. Similarly, while coming upstream, speed of the boat minus, because the water pulls it back, speed of the boat minus speed of the water, x minus y will be again distance by time. For up journey, it will take more time, that is 45 minutes. This is half an hour, this is 3/4 hour. This will be 40 over 3. So x plus y means boat plus water, this is the speed. Boat minus water will be, this is the speed. Use calculator, you get x and y values, speed of the raft and speed of the water flow. Raft means small boat. You will get it directly like this. Let us see this problem. In the same problem, here we used boat and water. Here is an aeroplane problem where aeroplane and air we use it. An aeroplane travels 900 kilometers in 2 hours 55 minutes with the aid of tailwind. That is, with the force of the air, airplane took short time. It takes 3 hours 26 minutes for the return trip flying against the same wind. So find the speed of the airplane. So identify the variable and speed of the wind. Identify the variable x and y. X is the speed of the airplane, y is the speed of the wind. While going towards down speed, then x plus y will be distance by time, 900 by 2 plus 55 by 60, and this 55 minutes you should change into hours. 2 hours plus 55 minutes over 60. This is in hours we are changing it, total it will be. So this some number, don't worry about this number, keep it like this only. And then the up speed of the plane, that is while airplane is flying, the wind is pushing it backward, because the wind is pushing the airplane backward direction. So x minus y is equal to distance by time. This will be 3 hours 26 minutes. This minutes you should change into hours. Use calculator mode 5 1. So 1 this number you type it very carefully, because I put the bracket in the calculator. Without bracket it will take only 2, it will not take this. So be careful while typing in the calculator. You get the speed of the plane will be this, and speed of the speed of the wind will be this. Let's go to the another problem. It is a 3 variable problem. A factory has 1500 units of 400 units of wood, 600 units of plastic, and 1500 units of aluminum. With this material, factory can make some chairs, some rockers, and some lounges. Okay, so to make a chair they need 1 unit of wood here, and 1 unit of plastic must be here, and 2 units of aluminum should be there to make 1 chair. Similarly, for rocker, 1 unit of wood is required, 1 unit of plastic is required, and 3 units of aluminum is required. So accordingly, the third one is chaise lounge. These are the 3 items to be made. So what you want to find how many chairs, rockers, and chairs. So whatever you have to find, that you call it as x, y, z. They are called identifying the variables. Suppose to make 1 chair I need 2 units of aluminum. I want to make x chairs, so I need 2x units of aluminum. To make 1 chair I need 1 unit of wood, so x chairs will be x units of wood. So that means x units of wood and x units of plastic and 2x units of aluminum I will pick up from this factory, and I will make x chairs. I repeat, x units of wood, x units of plastic, and 2x units of aluminum I will pick up from the factory, and I will make x chairs, x number of chairs. Similarly, y number of chairs, similarly z number of chairs. So how many wood is there? There are 400 units of wood. So this is the x units of wood will go for chair, y units of wood will go for rocker, and z units of wood will go for chaise lounge. So this x plus y plus z total must be equal to 400 units of wood. Similarly, 1 unit will go for chair, and 1 unit will go for rocker, and 2 units will go for chaise lounger from the factory. So when I choose 1 unit for chair and 1 unit for rocker and 2 units for chaise lounge. So I want to make x units. For 1 chair I need 1 unit of plastic, so x chairs means x units. So x units, y units, and 2 z units. If I make it, I get 600 units of plastic. Similarly, 2x units, 3y units, and 5z units will give you 500 units. I hope you got this point. What is it? Out of 400 units, I took x units to make chairs, x chairs. I took y units to make y chairs. I took z units to make z units, chaise lounges. Similarly, here x units to make x chairs, y units to make y chairs. I take z units, 2z units to make z chair lounges. So like this, if you write the equation and you use calculator, you get mode 5 2, you get 100, 100, and 200. It's a simple problem, but you have to understand this English very well. So the factory has these many material. That material picked up by the chair making person, rocker making person, and chaise locking person. He took 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit, he made 1 chair. Again he came back, again he did 1 unit, 1 unit, 2 unit, and he made second chair. Like that, he made how many chairs? X chairs. So x units of wood you require, x units of plastic you require, 2x units of chair you require. Similarly, y units of wood is required from the factory to make rocker, and 1y units of plastic and 3y units of rocker. Like this, you have to think properly. This is a very important problem, can be given in the quizzes and final exams. Now let us take the non-linear equation. What do you mean by non-linear? Linear means only x and y will be there. X tarbiya root x will not be there. These equations are called non-linear. For our practical purposes, non-linear means no calculator. So here one equation is given, y is equal to x square minus 1, 2x plus y is equal to 3. I want to calculate the y value. So this y value, x square minus 9, I will put it here. 2x sawa, this y himsa, this y I raise, I replace this y with x square minus 9 is equal to 9. Bring everything to the left, I get x square plus 2x minus 12 equals 0. I use mod 5 3 and use calculator, I get this value. This x and two values you will get it. These two values I will put it here, either here or here, anywhere I can put it. I get the value of y1 and y2. So because it is x square, I get 2 x's, x1 and x2. And when I put x1, I get y1, and I put x2, I get y2. Use calculator properly. Let us take another example. X equal to y plus 1, y is equal to 2 root x plus 2. So y is equal to 2 root x plus 2. So I will square it both sides because I want to remove this root. So y tarbiya is equal to 2 root x plus 2 whole square. When I square it, this will be y square. 2 square will be 4. Root and jadar will cancel, x plus 2. So y square is equal to 4. Here x replaced with y plus 1. So x replaced with y plus 1 plus 2. Bring everything to the left. Y square minus 4y, this is 12. 12 means minus 12 is equal to 0. Use calculator mod 5 3. You get y is equal to 6 and minus 2. I put y is equal to 6 here. 6 plus 1, 7. I put y is equal to minus 2. Minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. I get that way. I get x and y. This is a simple thing, but you have to be careful little while using the calculator also. Let us take another problem. Application of system of equations. See here, these are very important. They will come in the quizzes and the final examination. So if P represents the price per unit in dollars and Q represents the number of units, find the equilibrium point. Equilibrium or break-even point means equal. Equal means here it is isavi, equal. What do you mean by equilibrium point? Supply is equal to demand or demand is equal to supply. Either way you can say that one. So supply is P is equal to 2 over Q plus 3. The same P here also the same P is because P's are equal, the Q's must be equal. So supply is equal to 2 over 100 Q plus 3. Demand is equal to minus 3 over Q plus 11. Use calculator appropriately. You get Q is equal to 160. This 160 you put it here or here, you get P is equal to 6.2. So equilibrium point means units followed by price QP. Remember, not PQ please. It is Q comma P. Q will be 160. Price will be $6.2. So this is supply is equal to demand, equality. Supply is equal to demand is nothing but it. Supply means cost price. Demand means selling price. I supply with this much money and you sell with the same money, you don't get profit. That's called equilibrium, equal. Equilibrium means equal. YTR represents the total revenue. You remember revenue means the money that comes into your pocket is called revenue, also called selling price. After selling the goods, what you get money in your pocket is called selling price. That's also called revenue, total revenue. YTC represents the total cost in dollar, which is called CP, cost price. Represent the total cost means, total cost TC means the amount I incurred to make the item, to make the object, to make the item. So that item I sold it is called revenue. To make the item is called total cost. To after selling what I get money in the pocket is called revenue, cost, revenue. If Q represents the number of units produced and the number of units sold, find the break-even quantity. Break-even quantity. So once again see this, YTR is given, YTC is given. When you see TR means total revenue means selling price, total cost means cost price. Selling price minus cost price will give you profit if it is profit. If they are equal, you say break-even point. Selling price is equal to cost price is called break-even point. See, selling price is equal to cost price or selling price minus cost price is equal to 0. No profit, no loss. When it happens, it It is called break even point. No profit, no loss, or break even point. So what is this question? Big question. Simply break even point means find the, what is the question? Find the break even quantity means simply write YTR is equal to YTC, then simply put YTR is equal to this value and YTC is equal to this value, put it, use calculator, you get directly the answer 2500. Now let us